Hey everyone, I'm excited to show you the document chat system, an open source platform that lets you upload documents and have intelligent conversations with them using AI. This is an active open source project that is currently under development. While the core features you will see today are working, there are many planned features that I have not built yet. And we are actively looking for developers to join us and help build this thing out. So if you're interested in contributing, check out the GitHub repository. We would love to have you. This system is perfect for knowledge management, research, customer support, or any scenarios where you need to extract insight from your document quickly. Now let's get started. I'm going to click on this Get Started button here. And as you can see, our system uses Clerk for authentication management, which means that we are able to configure um, Google, Facebook, and GitHub, as long as other connection providers that we might need. So I'm going to continue with Google here. Perfect. And once we are connected, we are immediately redirected to the profile settings page, where we can, edit our company name or organization name, add a website, add a address if it's necessary, and then some contact information. This is also the page where you'll be able to delete your account in case you don't want to use the application anymore. So make sure to fill out this section, and we are going to start with the dashboard. And on the dashboard, as you can see, it's pretty blank, and you have the ability to see the total documents that have been uploaded into your account. You can see how many chat sessions have been created, but at the moment we do not have any chat sessions, so we are not tracking chat sessions at the moment. That could be a feature we build, later on. And by default, when you create a new account, you have 3 folders, and we'll go through those 3 folders and what they all mean. And every recent activity is tracked here, which provides the date of the last time you interacted with the application. Here you'll be able to see all your recent documents that you've uploaded or modified, and you'll be able to click on every single document and go directly to that document. And on the right hand side here, you have your quick actions, which where you can upload a document, search for documents, start a chat, manage folders, or go to your settings. And we'll go through all of these as we continue the demo. So now let's go to the documents page. On the documents page, by default, you have 3 folders that are created whenever you create a new account. And these folders cannot be deleted, but you can change the settings of the folder. For example, you can change the description of the folder, and then you can also change the color that represents that folder. Okay. And at the top here, this button allows you to create a new folder, as well as this button and this button. And to create a new document, you can use this button here or this one here. You have the ability to search any document that you've uploaded. You have the ability to sort them by alphabetical order or by the file size or by the file type. You have the ability to filter the documents by file size, file type, pardon me, file size, and other specific filters. You're also able to view in grid view or list view all your documents. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is create a new folder just so you see how it works. So I'm going to click there and then click this new folder and then add a description and then select the color and then click save. Now the new folder is created. So if I click on this folder now, I'm inside the new folder, as you can see there, and I can create a subfolder inside this folder, or I can create a document inside this folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another folder, new subfolder, this is description of this sub, color, okay. And then I can go inside the subfolder, and you see the point. I can go on and on and on and on. But at this point now, I'm going to create a document. I'm going to upload a document. Let's upload this document, for example. Can select the type of document that it is, or I can just say other. I can change the title, title of the document, so it's more descriptive. And this could be important whenever we get to the vectorization of the document. So this is a very important field. I can also select the folder where I want to save it. And at the moment, you can see we are inside the new subfolder, and I can select the root folder if I want it to be at the root or any other folder. But I'm going to keep it inside this folder for now. I can add various tags to this specific document, and I can do a bunch of other things, but I'm just going to create a new document. Awesome. Let's refresh the page. Okay. So now if I go back to the documents, I can see this folder has one document and one folder in it. If I click, as you can see, this subfolder has one document and no folders in it, right? I can click now, and here's my folder, my file, or my document. And from here, what I can do is I can have a quick view or a quick preview of my document, right? I can see what the document is all about. I can zoom in, I can read the content, and I can also edit. I can add tags too. Tag two. Again, I can change the file name if I need to, and then I can save the changes. Another thing I can do is I can move it to another folder. Now, at the moment, it's inside the new subfolder, but I can move it to any other folder that I want. I can download the file locally. I can start an AI analysis. We'll see that in more details shortly. Or I can delete the file or the document if I don't need it. So what I'm going to do is view details. Or I can just click on the document itself. And when the details of the page loads, you will now see that we have this section right here, which is basically, I I asked it inside the prompt, the AI was able to extract the entire document and then create some relevant section to organize its content. But this is not the entire content of the document. So this is like a summary of the main section. But in future version, I would want this section to be a little more descriptive and have more information. But at the moment, this is what we have. And again, from here, I can move it to a specific folder if I want to. And what I want you to pay attention here is this section here. So at the moment, there is no description. Excuse me. There's no description provided. And you can see we have a few buttons here. We have this contract details section, which is basically just uh, in case there is a monetary value attached to this document, that monetary information will be extracted here as a value. If there's any deadline, it will be here in the document type. It will be also here, but we already have the document type that we set previously. And so these are the tags that I added while I was uploading the document, if you remember. And then during the initial basic um, file upload, there was a basic processing that happened in the background, and the AI was able to generate these keywords from that. Um, Once we click on this analyze document, we'll be able to extract entities and extract a little more information that you will see populated here. Okay, in these tabs as well. So, and at here, right here, we have a history of everything that's been done to this document, right? Whether it's analyzing or vectorizing. And then at the bottom, we have the ability to vectorize a document, but we need to do that only after we have extracted enough information. So let's start with reanalyzing the document. And it's going to go through 8 or 9 steps, right? It's going to extract the text, it's going to analyze the metadata, and then it's going to recreate these sections here, but we already have them. And then it's going to extract the entities that are going to be populated here, and you will analyze the content for readability and quality, and then update these two right here. And then it will analyze to find any security flaws and detect if there's any personal identifiable information or any information that needs to be redacted, like social security number or whatever, just to make sure the file is safe enough, right? And then um, and it will do a bunch of other stuff, right? So let's just give it a few seconds. And once it's finalized, okay, now that it is finalized, I'm going to just refresh the page. Okay. Now it provided a description about this document. See, there is no monetary value that was extracted, no deadline that was found. And then the AI was able to create these tags, these document tags that are going to be used during the vectorization of this document. And it was able to extract the following entities, organizations, and get it a little bigger so we can see. Extract people, extract emails, extract dates. It can extract websites. It can extract monetary values, etc., etc. Then it provided a summary of this document, insight again, and then the type of paper or the type of document that it is. And as you can see, there's no estimated value or no value attached to it. He was able to detect that this document was published on May 24, 2019, and then he extracted some key requirements, risk assessment related to this document, or opportunities related to this document. Uh, he did not find any personal identifiable information or any sensitive data that needed to be redacted, right? And right here, we can see the history of what have been done to this document, right? So now that the document has been analyzed and more information has been extracted from it, now we can vectorize it. So I'm going to click on this vectorize now. Okay, it has been vectorized. So if I refresh this page now, let's scroll here down here. Now you can see 15 chunks have been created, and these vectors are stored in Pinecone. It's very important to um, specify that. So these vectors are broken down. The document was broken down into chunks, 15 chunks in total, and they were all stored inside Pinecone. And the model that was used was GPT, the text embedding 3 small, and the dimensions was 1533. It generated a document ID, which is what allows us to find all these chunks inside Pinecone. So, and it also uh, displayed this little chat icon that only displays after the document has been vectorized. Okay. So now if I click on this little chat icon, now I can chat with my document. I can ask things like, what is inside this document? Okay. See a document, primary discusses the BERT model, its architecture, training method, and its performance on various natural language processing tasks, right? So it was able to extract the information from this document. And so let me ask something like, what is NSP, which I think is also in the document. And every extracted text provide us with also the chunk or the source, so we know exactly where this information was extracted from and what specific chunk has that information. And right here you can see NSP stands for next sentence prediction. It is one of the two pre-training tasks used in the BERT model, right? And then it gives you supporting details and other information. So our rack system is working properly. We are able to upload a document. We are able to extract information and organize that data, and then we are able to vectorize it so that we can chat with it, right? So this is great. And that is all for the document section, right? So now if we go back here, as a matter of fact, let's upload a different document. Let's upload a text document. See the template. vectorize this document. Text has been extracted. Now let's try to vectorize it. Awesome. So as you can see now, we have two vectors. So let's try to chat with this docs and ask what is inside this doc. You can see, give you all the details. Designed to assist Scrum Master in efficiently documenting and managing daily Scrum meetings. Okay. Efficient document and manage daily meetings. Exactly. So as you can see, it's able to successfully extract information from the document and get it back to us, which is perfect. So now if we go back, let's continue our demo. Let's go to the next page, which is the AI chat. And on the AI chat, there's multiple things we can do. Now we're going to start with the ability to chat without document. As you can see here at the top, we have a document chat feature. So I'm going to turn it on. And after I turn it on, you can now see I'm able to chat with all my three documents, or I can select a specific folder that has my document in it, for example, the subfolder, and or I can select every specific document that I want to chat with, right? But I'm just going to say all documents for now, just so you can see how it's able to, you know, go through all the documents and find the relevant information. And I'm going to ask something like, what is NSP? And what is the daily, what is the Scrum Master? No, what is inside the Scrum template? Let's see what it comes up with. Hmm. Okay, it's saying that it couldn't find the term NSP, which is strange. So let me try to select bird itself and then say, what is bird? What is the purpose of the daily Scrum template? Okay, bird design. Right, so you can see it's able to extract the information from the document because it's not doing any reference to any web search. And then it's able to reference the document daily Scrum template and describe the purpose of the daily Scrum template. Let's serve as a guide for Scrum Master to efficiently document and manage daily meetings. So as you can see, in one question, it was able to go through two specific documents and then extract the appropriate information, right? So, which is fantastic because we can have thousands of documents, but then you can just ask a question and then you will know exactly what document to search for and what chunk within that document to find the relevant information, which is what we want in a RAG system, right? Now, another thing we can do on this chat page is if I turn this off, now I can ask something like, um, who is the president of France, for example. The current president of France is Emmanuel Macron. He was elected as the president in 2017. You see, and I can even ask who won between the Lakers and Warriors in their most recent game. As you can see in the most recent game on October 12, 2025, the Los Angeles Lakers defeated the Golden State Warriors with a score of 126 to 116. Okay, so it's able to search the web for relevant information. The next thing we can do is generate images. So if I turn image generation on and then I ask generate an image of Nelson Mandela, will generate an image. So I also have the option to select the model that I want for image generation, right? We have over 91 models. There's a lot of models that we can choose from to generate images. And for text generation, we have hundreds, like literally. We have all the models that you can imagine. And for image generation, we have Sora too, by the way. So you can generate videos with Sora too. And so, uh, so the next page that I want us to explore is the activities log, which is just a way to get all the recent actions that have been taken on the application, whether it's accessing the logs or downloading a document or chatting with a specific document, etc., etc. So here this is just for a way for you to track all your actions and monitor your account activity over time. We already went through the profile page. The next page is the billing page, which is not really complete yet. And the goal here is if in the future as a developer you want to be able to charge people to use this application, you will be able to create pricing and then connect features, right? And set up limits for every single pricing plan that you have. So this feature is not built yet. So we need developers who can help us build this feature. And the last feature that I want to show you is the settings page. So this is where I want users to be able to configure their own API keys and integration, right? Because at the moment, it's my API keys that are being used to generate the text and the images, etc. Right? So that's why there was a donation button right here at the top. So if you can donate so that we can keep it free for everyone else, so we can, always have credits for people to test the application before they can fork it for themselves, or before they can hire a developer to keep building on top of this. It will be really appreciated. But on the settings page, you are able to, set your API keys for Open Router, for OpenAI, and for Image Router. And for file storage, we're using Superbase, and you can set your project URL, your ANN key, and your service role keys. For vector search, we're using Pinecone. This is how you set it up. And for caching, we're using Redis. For billing, we're using Stripe, right? And that's about it. I hope you enjoy our, our application. And if you have any questions, if you're trying to set this up on your own for your own company and you need help with, setting it up locally, and for you to test it out first. And if you're having issues, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I will walk you through how to set it up for yourself. And if you're looking to build a similar product or any other AI based product, and you need a team of developers to help you build it, you can always reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.